that didn't pass the post-qualifying inspection. Most of the problems were centered around the body scan, but not all. Some were mechanical measurements with the rear toe. But yeah, quite heavy on the body scans. 13 cars, and we're disappointed in this, but we're certainly confident in our process, and the teams didn't do a real good job here today.
Do you feel like your tolerances need to be
No, sir.
increased?
No, sir, not at all. Nope, 27 of them can do it right. The other 13 can do it right.
Was there any bias as far as like the manufacturers? Was there one manufacturer that was more in problems than the other?
No, I didn't really look at it in that respect, and I don't think so. It's kind of more of a sort of team. If if one car from one team failed, the other cars were obviously kind of built the same way, so by the team. It really isn't manufacturer specific at all.
When you have so many big teams failing, there's something, either they are as a group trying to do something related to this form of inspection after qualifying, or something, because it's a large group.
This is the second time we've operated under this system, and the first time around we had 3 failures, I believe it was, at Chicago, which we were delighted with. That was great. I think as it goes with the race teams, there was 3 failures. They feel like they weren't pushing it enough, so here we are. So that's how it goes. We've all been doing this a long time, and 3 failures at Chicago equated to we need to get more aggressive, and more aggressive didn't cut it today for them.
Does it look bad when they've named a pole sitter, they bring the pole sitter in the media center, and then...
Well, certainly it looks bad. I mean, none of us like that. We hate telling that story, but there's how it's inevitable. We have to make sure that the car that qualified on the pole is legal, and when it's not, that's what happens. So we thought this was really great when we had 3 cars fail, and now we don't think it's so great. I mean, the way we're trying to report it, now we don't think it's so great because we have this situation. So
how frustrating is it when you have 5 of the top 6 cars fail inspection? Does that hamper it any more than if it was 13 cars who were all at the tail end of the field?
I mean, the cars that run up front, let's face it, are the high-profile cars, and they're the ones that we don't like to see anybody have a problem. But obviously, when it's at the front end of the field, the story gets bigger. So there's no way around that.
Couple more guys.
Do you feel like you're going to have to ramp up the penalties in the future because of what you saw today?
Well, I mean, this is only the second time we've done this, and I don't think the teams want to be sitting here in this situation either, but I think they tested the waters and it didn't work out too good for them today. So hopefully the next time we have one of these inspections, they'll be able to get closer to right, and we won't have this.
Do you still like the idea of inspection after qualifying? It was a rush of a day today. Does that have anything to do with it? And do you still like doing it after qualifying?
Well, I mean, it was something that, ironically, it was something that the industry kind of asked for, the enhanced schedule and less major inspections. But the major inspections have to be thorough no matter when we do them. So here we are. This creates the opportunity for less major inspections, and they didn't quite get it right today.
What would you maybe tell the fans who might be frustrated? They leave the track thinking their favorite driver finished in a certain spot, and then they go home and find out that all the disqualifications and somebody else is on the pole.
Well, I think that the fans certainly are disappointed. We're disappointed, but the teams have to get it right. I don't really know what the right answer to that is, because the fans also going to be disappointed if his guy finished second and the car that was on the pole is illegal. So there's lots of different ways to look at this.
All right, thanks, guys.
Are you frustrated?